I started getting into music probably around the age of like I was around 10 when I first started actually wanting to make music, and it was just me and my brothers just sitting around the house. Just my dad was always into music, so he always had equipment sitting around the house. So we just started picking up his equipment and kind of just wanting to make music, and we recorded what we thought was a rap song, and ever since then I just was hungry for the knowledge and just learning more about music. So I haven't stopped making music since then. So about 10 years now. Well, I like to listen to all kinds of music, and I like to make the music that I like to listen to. So basically, I just whatever kind of music I like to listen to at the time is the kind of music I like to make. Your body is a jungle. Okay. Yeah, I'm a big fan of electronic dance music, and I like anything basically with energy in it. If it feels good, then that's the kind of music I like to make, and you know, genre doesn't really stop me. If it's music and I like to make it and I can make it, then I will make it. That I wish to explore. Independence has become a big theme in my music because when I first started making music, I was dependent on people, and nothing was getting done because people were asking for things and people were asking for money, and it came to a point where I'm seeking things that I thought I could just learn myself. So I'm looking for a beat, and I just decided, hey, I'm just gonna start making my own beats. I'm looking for a singer to sing my hooks. I'll just sing my own hooks. I was looking for somebody to design an album cover. I'll just design my own album cover. And everything about my music is, to me, is the epitome of independence, and that's how I plan on being for the duration of my career. I want everything to be, not so much like the lone wolf type thing. Just, I think everybody should have a say in how everything goes down, and at least should touch something. Just put their hands on something. Like if you want your music to sound a certain way and you're dependent on people to make your music, then it's really not your music. Definitely think independence is a big part. It should be a big part of everybody's career. I need your body. To me, a team is just a group of people that are together for a common goal. Everybody there wanting to make sure that everybody's satisfied. They're there for each other's well-being. In my bed, in your clothes on the floor. I guess just not having to worry about anything. Just waking up in the morning and knowing everything is 100% taken care of. Just waking up and knowing that there's people that care about you. There's people that's not gonna let anything happen to you, and just knowing that you don't have to worry. I want you, baby. I guess my work ethic would be just kind of. A lot of people would describe it as being just a free spirit. I don't really just jump on things as much as I should. I just kind of just roll with the flow. If I get an idea or if I get a concept, I constantly use like I want to say like I'm always thinking of like melodies and tunes and words, and mostly when I'm at work. So I would jot something down or record something on my phone and just kind of bring it home with me, and then I just kind of go from there. My work ethic is kind of crazy. I don't really think it's kind of describable. It's just, you know, whatever kind of mood I'm in or whatever kind of vibe I'm in that time. I'm lusting for every inch of you. I released a 5-song EP October 31st, and this was my first project that I've ever released to the public. Okay. So I've been making music for 10 years, and I just now released something that the public can actually download, you know, play in their car, let their friends listen to, send the link to, you know. And this upcoming project is going to be an actual album. It's going to have a concept. Everything is going to tie into each other. I have some songs that I've already completed, but I'm not exactly sure if they're going to be on the album or not, just because I like to make music about how I'm feeling at the time, or what I'm thinking, or what I want to do at the time, and I wanted to make sure that everything ties into that one concept. So I don't know, the songs that I've done already could be on the album, or they could not be on the album, but I just want to make sure it's a common thing. I don't want the album to be titled something and the songs have nothing to do with the title of the album, or the themes have nothing to do with the title of the album. So I definitely wanted everything to be, you know, tied in with the concept. I want you, baby. Well, sometimes a song from me comes about by me having a concept, an idea. Sometimes it comes from me putting together a beat and just thinking what goes with this beat. So in this case, it was me listening to some old school Aaliyah, and I grabbed an Aaliyah song and I sampled the beat, and I kind of added some bass, and I added some extra elements to it, and I was just listening to it, and it was kind of almost entrancing. To me, Aaliyah's music is really seductive, and I wanted to get that seductive edge to that song. So that's part of where that came from, and of course I wanted to put the beauty of a woman on display, and I'm working on a music video for that song right now, and that's definitely gonna put some more images to that song. I think the biggest challenge for me is definitely just releasing content, because I'm the craziest, most OCD perfectionist you could ever meet, and sometimes I'll allow my being a perfectionist to keep me from releasing music, just because I don't want anybody to hear something unless I think it's perfect. So I would definitely say that's definitely my biggest challenge that I really need to work on. But you know, I want to make sure everything is perfect before I let anybody hear it. Because I'm so into you, the way you're grinding on me. No, not at all. When I first started making music, I was making music because I enjoyed making music, and you know that enjoyment that I get from making music has only grown since then. But now, growing up and maturing and realizing that there's a way that I can make my passion, my career has become my goal. So that's what I'm doing now, and that's what I plan on doing for the rest of my life. I plan on making music and allowing that to be my career. Pushing on me, you're so fucking erratic. A style is really just a way of doing things. Like I live in a city where a lot of people don't really care too much about style. They think they care about style, but they really care about trends. A lot of the people around me just want to fit in. They want to do what everybody else is doing, and it's not appealing to me. To me, I'd rather people follow what I'm doing. Because to me, you know, if everybody's doing the same thing, then, you know, there is no style. It's just a style. I guess it would be the lack of originality. Because people, I guess people are just chasing everybody else's success, and they see that somebody is being successful with a certain style or a certain flow or a certain type of song, and over the years, like, music has lost its originality, and that's part of what I want to bring back to music. You can borrow from someone else's style and kind of make it your own instead of just trying to copy or duplicate somebody's style. When I accomplish allowing the world to hear my music. Unorthodox, probably wouldn't use that word, but they'll say something to that effect, and that I'm just fun to be around. I take pride in being somebody that's fun to be around. I can only think of one fight that I've ever been in. I've practiced martial arts for a large period of my life, but I've never been in a really, like, I haven't been in a fight. Like, I've been in a fight when I was probably 7 years old, and I remember getting my ass whooped. And ever since then, like, it just made me just stray away from physical violence. I found other ways to let out anger or solve problems, and for reasons why people actually fight. I found other ways to solve those issues. You got me lost, I definitely feel ready. I'm definitely prepared to fight for my goals, to fight for my passion, my dream. Not only for me, just for the people that's dependent on me, and the people that see potential in me. They see the talent in me, and the people that standing behind me and just ready for me to take this to the next level. So I'm definitely ready to fight for me and for the people behind me. It definitely feels good to know that people are listening and realizing that this is a little more than just a hobby. I definitely been getting a lot of support from Independence TV, been getting a lot of support from DME Imagery. Of course, my family's always been there for me. Some friends, my friend VIP is definitely a big supporter. DJ 360 is a great supporter of mine. I just had a lot of people that see my talent, and they're there for me. They're there to fight for me even when I'm not ready to fight for myself. So I'm at the point now where I'm ready to put on for them and put on for myself. So patiently for you to drop your gun. Definitely want all of my performances to be an experience. I know it sounds cliche, but I want people to be able to experience something different. Like, I like classical music. I like performances, live performances, and I want people to experience what they would experience at an opera or a classical performance or an orchestra. Like, I don't want people to just sit there and listen to music and do something that they could do at home or in the car. I want people to be able to experience something that they would have to come to a live show to get. And they can't just buy a DVD. I want people to experience something, to feel something. So I want that to be done in my music and in my live performances. Well, like I was saying earlier, I definitely listen to more than just the music that the public listens, like the general public listens to. I like all kinds of music, and I definitely want to make all kinds of music, regardless of the genre, regardless of the nation of origin of the person that made the song. I listen to all kinds of music, and I would like to reach as many people as possible. So regardless of where they're from or what kind of music they usually listen to, I just want everybody to hear the music, whether they like it or not. You gotta hear it. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, any social network you can think of. All of my links are on my website at www.hellobrookb.com. All of my links are right there. SoundCloud, Mixcloud, all of